Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lewis, and today I am going to be unboxing this little guy. So a little while ago I got a GoPro Session 5 off a friend of mine who got it overseas. Turns out he didn't really want it. It wasn't the one he wanted. He wanted the regular 5, not the Session. So he palmed it off to me. And yeah, I'm going to unbox this and show you guys what I think of it. And yeah, hopefully it's a bit of an upgrade than what my 3 is. So let's get straight into it. So Hero Session 5, waterproof, voice control, stabilization, 4K video, 10 megapixel camera. What else we got? So we've got the mounting frame, the mounting buckle, adhesive surfaces I should say, not surfaces, and a second one. Micro SD is required, sold separately. Just about the apps, using all those different ones in there. What else we got on the side here? Just sort of the stats on them as well. Cool. And then we've got the camera right at the front. Nice, very small, very nice. Alright, let's open this up. What have we got at the bottom, in fact? Requires a Class 10 micro SD card. Right, so I guess the writing speed has to be pretty quick to be able to capture footage on this. So yeah, definitely take note of that Class 10 there. Otherwise, you might not be able to film too well. So let's open this up. It's all opens. We've got our first little white box here. Open this up. Instructions, I'm sure they're important, but not to us. What else we got? Right, so cable, USB, plugs in, easy. Now what else we got? We've got those 2 adhesive sort of mats, I guess you could call them. Chuck them over there. Is that it? Yep, pretty much. Cool. So flip this thing off the GoPro. Chuck this out back. There we are. Get rid of that one. Alright, so here we are. That's our little GoPro. This is something I haven't seen yet on too many of the older ones. This must be fairly new. No doubt you're already telling me about that. So yeah, here we are. Skeleton sort of latch thing. This is pretty much the camera. So yeah, pretty small. Hero Session 5. At the back you've got your button, your 2 sort of modes, I guess you can help put the button on. I'm assuming this here is a microphone. Got the sort of screen at the top. You've got the little shooting button there as well. Also the latch for, I'm assuming, is the SD card and where you plug and charge the machine. It's pretty good. It's nice grippy outside, so it's nice and comfortable in your hand, which is really good. And then of course the screen with your pretty standard GoPro bolting around the side. So I guess if you can, well, if you happen to scratch the screen, you can replace it, I guess, because I guess if you scratch it once, then your rest of your videos are going to be sort of having a giant scratch in the middle of them as well. So that's nice that you can replace that. So yeah, that's the size of the GoPro Hero 5 Session. Let's just chuck that against a Hero 3 and see what it looks like. Alright, so Hero Session 5 versus a pretty standard Hero 3 Black. So yeah, I don't know about you, but I can already tell the size difference. Obviously the camera looks relatively similar in size, but just I guess you haven't got this whole sort of extra body that's taking up all the other room there. So yeah, and it's really nice that this little Session 5 is waterproof straight from outside its housing as well, so you don't have to put it in the housing to use it, and keep it nice and waterproof as well, which is really cool. Whereas all these other ones, you have to have it in this housing, I guess, for it to be relatively waterproof. So yeah. Alrighty, so now that we've compared the two, let's chuck the Hero Session 5 outside. Let's see how that goes in the outdoors and how well it sort of performs.
Alrighty, and here we are down at the beach, quickly showcasing some of that GoPro footage. Hopefully because we just tried to film before. Hopefully the audio in it is relatively good, as well as the quality, because it is shooting 4K at 30 frames per second, I think, at the moment. And yeah, I had to try and fix the SD card as well. So see how we go. And have the stabilization on it as well. So hopefully you don't get, you know, any of wibbly wobbly stuff going on anywhere as well. No, you might get a little bit motion sick. So yeah, hopefully everything's relatively smooth, which is quite nice. But I'll give you a quick idea of where we are. We're in Narantapu National Park. Yeah, try and you know, spell that one out and get a bit of a tongue twister going. Hopefully getting a bit of that wind as well. Maybe not like that when I've got the camera facing back, but also forwards as well. So, see how that goes. Yeah, we're sort of having a stroll around. Because we're in a national park as well, we brought the drone along, but you can't actually fly drones within national parks, which kind of sucks, because looking at that beach, it was actually really nice.
Well, it's not that windy, like it's not that windy.
No, it's not. It's because I've been up here a couple of times already, previously, and it's been incredibly windy, like gale force wind, kind of windy, and you wouldn't be able to get a drone up at that time. But the wind just down on the beach there, it's probably very cool, very low. But yeah, I just really like to sort of throw the drone up and throttle it down the beach and over the water and all that. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that you're sort of not really allowed to do that in these sort of places.
But we might be able to do it at Greens Beach.
Yeah,
Head
so
down to Greens Beach, which is
head
just
down.
back that way a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to chuck the drone up there and travel to that beach.
And I did a bit of an amateur mistake when we decided to get this out and start filming. I forgot to download the GoPro app that it sort of goes in conjunction with, so you can actually see what you're filming. So right now I'm, you know, just pointing the camera and looking at a red light and assuming it's, you know, going to be all good when I get back home and review it. But yeah, so make sure you always double check on everything.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared. Yeah.
Organisation.
Do you remember that the 5 Ps thing?
Oh,
prior performance prevents piss poor performance.
No,
6 Ps.
Prior planning.
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, able to take it out to Narantapu, gave it a bit of a rundown, but overall, at the moment, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a pretty solid buy. It's small, it's portable to the max, so that's a really big plus for it as well. It might even replace the camera that I'm using right now to film this, and it might replace the camera as a standard vlogging camera as well, providing that the audio is good enough and it's not too windy as well. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm really happy to see how this sort of goes in future videos, of course, and vlogs and such like that. So feel free to chuck a like down on the video if this was at all informative or you liked it or anything like that, so do that. And yeah, tell me down in the comments whether you think it's a good camera, or if I missed something, or if you think one of the other GoPros are even better. Or if you're just, you know, still a fan of the old GoPros and you like your Hero 3 Black or something like that. So feel free to do that. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video.